Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
All right, aunties and unks and everybody before, after, in between, what's up? Thanks for tuning in again to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where me and my homegirl Erin will be talking about Selling Sunset, the finale of season 8. Hello, Erin. Everybody, welcome, Erin.
Thank you. Hello, hello. How are we doing?
We are doing.
Right? I know. We're ready to wrap this season up.
Okay, because we waiting for season 9, girls. It's going to be a season 9.
Right? Yes. Well, we have vows of revenge, of vengeance.
Okay.
So.
A woman scorn.
Literally.
Girl, we got some notes on this, girl. It's going to be a little lengthy review, y'all. So I hope you're sitting back and relaxing, chillaxing, because we got something for you. And of course, some beautiful real estate photos. Of course, this is a real estate show with some drama. And that's what we appreciate, if I could, say so myself. I really appreciate how it's not all drama, and it's a good balance as far as I'm concerned. Do you think it's a good balance?
Sometimes I think they're cheesy as hell, and sometimes I think they're so contrived, it's painful. But I always appreciate the real estate. I do. I always appreciate it. I really do. And that, to me, makes it worth watching, no matter what kind of shenanigans they're pulling. Even when the scene is a really, really heavy eye roll, but the aesthetics of, and also too, I think that they're giving us a good idea of what the reality of LA real estate looks like right now,
Yes.
So, Google and all, everybody, because that's the reality. It's glamorous, but it is expensive as hell.
As hell, girl, and hell is hot. Now, we're going to do just a little housekeeping. Now, we appreciate all the love we've been getting and everything, all the views. We're going to come back when they come back. And don't forget that we're going to come back and do reviews for Drag Race All-Stars coming up first, if I'm not mistaken, season 10. What January is it?
I've seen Drag Race advertisements, and I don't have it straight on which is the regular season and which is All-Stars. I know that All-Stars is coming first.
Yes. So definitely make note that we review all Drag Race All-Stars, Drag Race regular. We don't dabble into the different countries. It's just too much. It's too much for us to come back on here. It's just too much. So we do the basics and we watch everything else when we can.
Yes.
And of course, next week, drum roll, is
Southern Charm.
Yes. And we're my tongue tied, girl. My tongue is tied. I'm all excited about it, girl.
Exactly.
That's my show. It's a bunch of privileged folks of that really give us a whole lot with a few of us mixed in, but it's all good because it ain't like the olden days. It's just some young kids, mid 30s, 40s, and they just really maybe late 20s, and they just really navigating through with Charleston, South Carolina.
Yep.
Thank you.
They're just giving us a realistic look of what life is like in the South,
Right.
they do have, like you said, they've diversified the cast. I mean, shout out to Vanita, who I think is really one of like the prettiest women on Bravo.
It's the hair
Honestly,
for me. I'm
I
sorry. I
mean,
don't give a damn
the
what it's the damn hair. I'm like, oh girl, give me some.
just she's impeccable. I'll give her that. I'm
Oh
like,
my
ma'am,
God.
you are impeccably put together, impeccably. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, an underrated. But anyway, I'm very much looking forward to it. It's time for these men to grow up. Shep, Austin,
Girl.
I'm speaking to you.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to seeing what is potentially. I'm
Mhm.
not looking forward to. I'm sad to see what is JT's downfall. You know, something broke his little heart on the show, and he got schooled
Girl.
and he quit, and mental health and dropped too much weight, and just had a moment.
Yeah, get your mental health together no matter what it is, child, because you don't
Yeah.
want to go too far beneath the surface. I'm just saying.
This
Just
show
saying.
ain't for the weak. Not everybody's cut out for this, and that's okay. In fact, I will miss you as the little drama king that you were on the show. You had a bright little trajectory, and I'm sorry that the heat was too much.
I'm glad you mentioned that because, in my opinion, reality TV ain't for the weak. Because,
Mm-mm. At
I'm
all.
reviewing a whole lot of shows with
Yes.
you, without you. And
Yeah.
girl, everybody going through it. Everybody all up in a roar. Everybody,
Uh,
even the ones who are churchy and whatever denomination they are, they're all up in it, and they still going crazy.
well, I think part of it's by design, which is how formulaic a lot of
Golly.
reality TV has become because the audience has kind of like demanded the mess. But I
Yes.
also think that um, fame and celebrity and money and access bring out a lot of things in people. And so I
Mhm.
think it's not for the weak because guess what? This may bring out the
Girl,
worst qualities in your partner, your business partner, your children, your dating life, any of these things, your
nothing's off
friendships,
limits.
your best friends. I mean, look how
Your
many times,
mama,
right? Hello, Candy Burris and Mama Joyce calling your husband a lemon on TV.
look, remember when Candy had to check?
Yep.
Candy had to check Ken real hard when Ken was talking about and with that Mama Joyce wig you had on. Ken, ho 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 ho.
So yeah.
Girl, I'm talking. And
And
now
you've
that they
got
are the best of friends, real close friends. But girl, she had to check her real good. Like, what you mean, my mama?
yeah. Well, I look forward to Southern Charm coming back. You know,
Yes. And that's
there
next
is
week, y'all. December
yep.
5th.
Check it out. It's gonna be just
Mm-hmm.
as the conversation is gonna be just as hot, if not hotter, because this is one of our shows.
Hello. Yes, it is. And we really get into it. And if you don't
Mm-hmm.
believe us, go back into my library and just pull up Southern Charm. We talking about it, y'all. Just go back and
Yep.
check. Just go back and
Yes.
fact check.
Prepare yourself. If you haven't watched the show, you could check out our review of last season, or if you need to get reacclimated because maybe you've taken a few seasons off. You and I both have watched this show from day one,
Day one.
so we've seen these folks grow and not grow, and we have legitimate insights because of that. So
Yes,
check it
always
out.
the backstory. Always.
Very much so.
Girl, I can't wait for this. Girl, I'm just cheesing. Can't wait, girl. This is gonna be good. It's juicy.
Yep.
Because don't they mix shows? You know more than I do. What's the other show
Yes,
that they
there is.
that they dibble dabble in because folks go with look, people go together on these different Bravo shows. So
Yeah,
I
Craig
think
is
two
dating.
castmates from Southern Charm go with two different castmates from a different Bravo show, right?
Well, I know that Craig is dating Paige DeSorbo from Summer House,
Mm-hmm.
and Craig does appear on a few episodes of Summer House, and Paige
Mm-hmm.
appears on a few episodes of Southern Charm because they
Mhm.
are each other's significant others.
Right.
I don't remember. I know apparently Austin has a girlfriend um this season. I don't think she's from any other reality show. I know. Oh, Taylor. That's right.
Taylor, that's the one.
Taylor. Taylor is dating someone from Southern Hospitality.
There it is.
Leva's show.
Leva, that's her name.
Leva,
Leva.
yes. Thank you. I know we were talking about Vanita, and then we were talking about, and then Leva like was right on the corner of my mind.
Yes.
Yeah, Leva's trying to be Lisa Vanderpump of the South.
Get it, girl. Why not? Hell, why not?
Yeah. So,
Get it.
yeah.
Just don't be
And then,
conniving and trying to put folks in the paper. I'm just saying.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, I need to watch her last season. That's the one season of Housewives I didn't watch.
They're too
all the
young
way
for
through.
me. They're too young for me. I'm starting to lose my taste for like the Below Deck franchise, and I just couldn't get into Southern Hospitality. So,
Mhm.
and Vanderpump Rules is getting rebooted as well, and I'm not sure I'm even going to be interested in watching that because like young 20-somethings doing dumb things is kind of like, I don't know,
Yeah, because we well beyond that. No shade.
Yeah, and I just don't relate to their mentality
There
anymore.
you go.
It's not that I don't respect that they get to go through it just like everyone else. I just don't need
Right.
to watch it because I'm just so beyond it.
Right, right.
You know, at
That
least with
part.
at least with Southern Charm, and honestly, to bring it on back to this show, Selling Sunset, there are plenty of people around our age that don't want to grow up, including the little twins, because those men are, they aren't spring chickens.
Girl.
Okay. So, yeah, Southern Charm. We're watching Shep. Shep's like 45, I think, 44.
Girl.
He's old enough that this should not be the life that he's having a midlife crisis.
He's a 70s baby.
Yep.
So that's too old to be carrying on. But we're gonna get into it next week. We'll get into all lay behinds, every last one of them, like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so further housekeeping. Don't forget to like, because when you like, I get broadcasted into more people's timelines, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And you can help me out by sharing this video. And when you click on share, no matter what device you're on, it'll bring up whatever app that you use and that you can share content, videos. And pretty much that's how I get, across more markets. And don't forget to comment. I've been getting a lot more comments lately on different shows and more interactive with my subscribers, and that's cool. I like that. You can let us know what we forgot. You can let us know what you think, if you agree, disagree, whatever the case may be. We are open and we don't fight. So
nope. And we can always be corrected, like you got this thing wrong, whatever.
Hello. So what is that term? No more ado. How you say it?
I don't know what you were referring to.
How do you say it?
Without further ado.
Started.
Without further ado.
Without further ado.
Yes, there we go.
Here we go. With Selling Sunset, season 8 finale. Okay, so here we go. The beauty of it all, right? 8 beds, 11 baths. Pretty much Mary joins Alanna and Nicole. They're at a house and they're talking about some things about Bree, Chelsea, and Emma. Alanna is asking Nicole if she followed up with Emma because Nicole was trying to out Emma when they were out there in Joshua Tree. But we're going to go through this house and just talk about the ish. Now, look how beautiful this place is, y'all.
I love the Palisades. I do.
8 beds, 11 baths, 9,400 square. You know what I found out? My house is 10,300 square feet, land, everything. Can you believe it?
I can. You're a mogul.
Girl. Anywho. So this is 14-1. anything nearly as much as my house. I mean, my house is nearly not as much as this, child. This ain't got nothing to do with this. It just reminded me of, because I looked it up again. Anyway, 14-1. Okay, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. The commission alone, child. Oh. With 80K out of the commission, I'm good. Just 80K.
Wow. You know, I mean, this is a perfect example of the Palisades has some really beautiful stuff. You know? And not surprised it's 14 at all.
Privacy fence. That look like my fence. And there we go. Ooh, she got my Louis bag, girl. She got it. She got it. Look at her skinny Alanna.
Alanna.
I thought Nicole was skinny. Go on, girl. That's a cute little brown dress, though.
I know. I was thinking the same.
And here's some more of the house, y'all. Of course, we're going to give you all of the homes and looks and things while we talk ish. Well, while we talk shit, look, we can cuss now. Okay, so this is the beautiful, place we can play spades, play tiddlywinks, have about 3 or 4 different games can go on this table. You got spades on the end, backgammon, tiddlywinks. Then the kids can play on the end, whatever they play. I'm just saying, this is a universal table to play all sorts of games because it's wood. So dominoes for sure, because you got to slam the bones. You got to slam them. Oh, look at that. A nice, fireplace, just real cozy and pretty. I like that. More panoramic view of what we just saw. Leading out to the outside. Just beautiful. And that's the kitchen, y'all. Yes.
I like a big open kitchen.
Girl.
I do. I like there to be plenty. I like for the kitchen to have a living space. It doesn't have, that, because to me, this is where people really hang out.
Okay, I see a faux pas. We got black lacquer type of wood fridge area, but a brown cabinet. I think they should have the same color. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I see what you're saying.
I usually see that they're the same color. I never see a contrast. I'm just saying. I think somebody made a mistake. Plus, everything else is black, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you think so? Maybe it's the reflection?
No, that's brown.
I'm just shocked. I just can't imagine a $14 million house having like that, but.
Okay, that looks dark brown compared to that black. See how that, and then, I don't know, maybe they're just 2 off colors. Maybe that lighter brown should have been darker brown to match.
Yeah,
I just think that they don't match. I mean, I'm just saying, look, if I'm spending 14-1, I'm gonna need consistency throughout, not nothing that's trying to blend in. I don't know. Girl, look at that beautiful stove. Oh my goodness. Almost you don't want to cook on it. And here's a panoramic of all of that. Look at that. Get those stools all positioned all crazy. Look, they got me looking at the detail, okay? Because I've been looking at detail ever since I've been watching this show. Okay, the details, all about the details,
Well, when you're on this price point, it absolutely is.
And like you said, I love the Pacific Palisades too. We're both from the West Coast out here. So, I remember going out there a few times back in the day, and it was always just so peaceful and beautiful when I went out there.
Yep. I mean, that's one of the things that you can guarantee if you listen to this show is that we both have a perspective of growing up in Southern California. So when we talk about these markets, just because we aren't looking at the homes ourselves doesn't mean we don't know exactly whether or not, it's legit.
So just to give a little feedback. So pretty much Mary comes in and joins Alanna and Nicole, and they're talking about how Bree, Chelsea, and Emma and Chrishelle were fighting at Nico's funeral. And, Nicole wasn't too appreciative, but, they kind of gave a little feedback. And then Alanna asked Nicole if she had followed up with Emma about the gossiping about Emma possibly dealing with a married man. And Nicole all Nicole did, in my opinion, was throw Emma under the bus without saying, I know for a fact, and just saying, giving all these context clues. My thing is, if you know something, say something. Otherwise, why are you talking?
Yeah, this was a weird, this was I'm gonna throw somebody else under the bus for a storyline,
Girl.
Primary.
Now this,
cleaning.
y'all, this is their own private cleaners. They can put their clothes in there, hang it, and it'll clean them as if they were cleaners. I don't know how long it takes, but it's in the main closet, y'all. Okay. 14.1. No more cleaner bill.
Can I this is dumb to a thing to be a tangent on, but I don't know if I'd want to do it myself. I think I would want an expert, I'd want to have a Dorinda's John Manassian to be I will look after this and apply different stain treatments or do any little minor repairs and whatever,
Without the Coke bins, just FYI.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that for sure.
I'm just saying. But right. I would try it out, see how it do. I mean, if I need some alterations, of course I'm going down the street. But if I just see something clean for me for the next day and I don't feel like going nowhere, maybe I'm on my cycle or something and I don't feel like being by.
It could be, you know what? It could be a convenient way to maintain your blazers, your designer clothing that you want to freshen up right after you. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm still having my personal assistant do that. If this is, the home I am in.
I mean, if I'm doing 14.1, of course, like you said, I'm gonna have a personal assistant. Please believe, so they can do all that running. But maybe they're on vacation, and I'm gonna use it then. And maybe I tried it on. I want to see if I like it. Okay, I'm gonna keep it. Now I want to clean it, before make sure because it just came from Shein.
Get out of here.
Look, 14.1. I'm shopping at Shein, y'all. Listen, some stuff is cute. Don't sleep. But whatever I get.
You got some used at Poshmark.
Hey. If it fit, it fit. If it's cute, it's cute. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna throw it in there real quick to see, make it do what it do. And if it, if it flies it out, cool. If not, maybe not everything, but you got a few pieces it could clean real good, that you want to try out. Okay, I'll keep it. But yeah, that was kind of cute. And of course, the so-called man cave, the play area. When I saw this poker table, it had me at poker table because I like to play poker. So, I'm good with the house.
That's the itty bitty TV.
I think I'd take this house actually because I like the Palisades because it gives you a great view.
Palisades, yes, and you're not as far out as Malibu.
Right now
to get into the city.
Now back to Nicole trifling ass. All she's doing is throwing Emma under the bus on this show. And that's going to be a hot topic next season, season 9, when, of course, Chelsea and her so-called husband and Bree with her vengeance and whatnot. But that thing with Emma, that has to be explored because they're not going to just let sleeping dogs lie on this episode and not talk about it no more, the way Nicole kept chomping at the bits. What do you think?
I agree. I mean, I think that Nicole is threatened by Emma.
I'm sorry, threatened by who?
Threatened by Emma.
Why do you think that?
Well, because I think she's trying to really. I think she's a younger, a little bit, maybe. How do I put this?
Hotter
Younger.
version?
Yeah, and especially in LA, the misogyny is real, and like the desire for that trophy looking and youth and like all of these things are still really, really used against women, especially in this industry and with the whole point
Mm-hmm.
of this show. And
Mm-hmm.
so I just think that if you're gonna have a storyline to throw someone under the bus, it might as well be somebody that you want to take out a little bit,
Ooh,
and
not take
so, well, I mean, look at Bree and Chelsea. Bree can say she didn't know what that girl was going to say all she wants, but like, she's still literally like, I don't, she's still involved. You know what I mean? Like, and so I think that she was upset to lose her friendship with Emma. That hurt her, that Emma would like think low of her. But I don't think she was sad that the news turned out to be about Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it is quite convenient, the timing. I'm not gonna say Brie knew for sure, but like I also could be like, I know this girl. I'm like talking to her ahead of time about what you're going to bring to the scene because I don't want to be caught off guard. Like, you
Yeah.
know.
And you know what I forgot to mention earlier during this first scene, they knew that Chelsea and her husband has an infidelity issue because Emma, in her confessional, if I'm not mistaken, she spoke about how Emma is being a hypocrite, trying to support Chelsea when she's doing what she's doing.
Right.
So, they knew, they
Yeah.
just, putting on for the rich, child.
No, I mean, I think this showed me they take shots at each other when they don't like each other. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
we're watching chess as far as that goes. So I think
yeah.
Nicole is spreading this one. Although, let me put it this way. In Nicole's defense, if that really is true, then the way that Emma caped for Chelsea and to the point of like throwing away her friendship with Bree, you're an
Mm-hmm.
idiot. You look kind of dumb. You look pot kettle, glass houses.
Podcast.
Like
Mm-hmm.
you look like you're doing this because of what, your own darkness. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes, I
So
sure do.
I do think that makes this a valid layer to the story, even though it makes Nicole look like she's hating and like, envious
Girl, it
or
gotta be season
something.
9. Girl, season 9 is coming, y'all.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Okay, so that was it for that, huh? That's pretty much it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so y'all, Jason got a new Ferrari, child, and uh Chelsea and Emma then took it over. He didn't think they was gonna take off, but they did. As you can see, she's like, "Hey, Jason," and he was like, "What the hell?" And Brett was like, "Oh no, I'll be ticked off to the most to the TikTok activity they took off in my car. I would too."
I would not do that. I was raised, my dad was uh, designed cars in Detroit. He was editor of a car magazine. I've just been raised. You don't get in between a man and his vehicle. And
Hello.
if it were my brand new car and you drove away, I'd kill you because you don't touch my thing. So
187.
either one, this wouldn't be a me situation on either side.
So after they came back, it was time for a meeting about, the updates on what's going on. Pretty much Chelsea mentioned she has some more showings with the Manhattan Beach house. We all seen that on 2
Mhm.
lots out there in Manhattan Beach. Ain't sold worth a damn. And
Nope. Nope, because nobody's gonna pay
and
that much money for all that exposed out there
girl,
in
30
the
million.
street. Get out.
30 million? Girl,
In
bye.
Manhattan, the Manhattan Beach market can't take that yet. No.
Maybe 20, but anywho.
Yeah.
Um, So Chelsea was like, I'm not sure what Mary's doing, but this is what I'm doing. So apparently they're still
Hmm.
not talking because they should have it together, in my opinion, where either or is asked, then they should know what the other one's doing to report out, because
Yeah.
it's about the business, not about, what they're doing individually. That's just my opinion about business. What's going on in that meeting? Yeah, everybody else has some. Chrishelle was the big fish in this one. We're gonna show you why. But everybody else had a little something to say, little yang, but really wasn't nothing to report about. So apparently, now if y'all remember from last time, Chrishelle had that client that wanted to look at the house that Jason had, and it didn't, mesh well with her schedule because she was trying to finish what she had to secure some more funds to buy the other home. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
So this girl, Melody, so apparently she's building a home somewhere deep in the canyon for a buku money, like 22 million plus. But it looks like it should be, pretty much the comps around 15 or something like that. So that's gonna be a problem. And whenever somebody, just like that dude before,
Yep.
2 seasons ago, where he had this
Mm-hmm.
$70 million price tag, and the previous girl who don't work there no more,
Yep.
was like working with him, just really trying to, appease him in every way. But at the same time, what more can you do when no one is biting at this price? So pretty much Chrishelle's in a conundrum, but I thought Chrishelle was very diplomatic in how she approached it, letting her know what's realistic, at the same time, working with her and letting her know why don't we, reconvene when the house is done, even though she wants to sell it during the construction phase, which is kind of weird in my opinion. I don't want to see a house being built. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's got some unrealistic expectations. Like you
Girl.
can't be under construction and overpriced. Like what are you doing? Like you really think you can be this much overpriced in the market and then show clients an unfinished house and say, "See, the reason why this is so overpriced is worth it, right? Because it's not even done." Get out. And I would be offended if you wanted me to spend 22 million on a home. You better have it all spit shine, so shiny it hurts my eyes to see the gleamingness of it.
Mouth perched, shaking my neck. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, every little thing needs to be thought of, done, finished beautifully. For 22, that's real money. That's still real money, right? 10 ain't shit anymore, apparently, which is crazy. 10 is the new 5, but 20 million is still legit wealth in a home. So, that's the next level up out of the 10s, right? So you need to know, you need to have it together. And you need to, and I'm sorry, but if a home is really worth 15 and you want 22, yeah. Yeah.
And it
And
better
you
be
don't,
a California king.
yeah.
And who's feeding the fish?
And make sure they're all right. This makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to step on them. Call PETA. Just kidding.
Now this bathroom, y'all, if this is a bathroom, in case you didn't know, everything is clear and see-through glass. So you got the shower with that long elongated brown thing on the left, and then you got a sauna to the right, and I don't know where the bathroom was, child. I don't even think they showed that piece. That's why I don't have a picture of it. But they have a sauna too. Everything is just glass. Can somebody have some privacy? I mean,
Yeah. If I want to sit in there naked, I don't necessarily want you to see me sweating in there.
like I said, that better be a California king right there. Extra. And like I said, who feeding the fish? And she said she brought that table over from across the seas. It took 6 months to get here. You mean ain't nobody over here making tables? They
Well,
love to ship something from overseas.
they
Don't
do. Well, she's clearly one of these developers that like really loves to hand select these items and thinks that the value of the home it should be reflected in those choices. But what and as we've seen with her expectation of the price of this home, all that does is put an unreasonable price tag on a home where most people don't want you to charge that much more money for that table and chairs when you could have got something way cheaper. They don't care where you imported it from. They might be like, oh, it's really nice, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to spend $22 million on a home because you picked $7 million worth of furnishings and design to be over the comps in the neighborhood. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Time out. She want to do it for 22. Well,
Yeah,
the
no.
neighborhood is 15. So
Yeah. Where's the 7 million coming from? Your imported table and chairs? Because I don't want to pay for that.
That's why you should have went downtown and got your table made.
I'm telling you, could go and get somebody here, could get you some petrified wood from Utah, stone polish, something crazy, and it wouldn't, whatever.
Anyway. And what we about to go through with tariffs, girl, you lucky you got in when you did. FYI. Anyway.
Yeah, she's just an example of an unrealistic developer.
Girl, I ain't gonna mention what I said in that text. Anyway, that's why I had away pictures, nothing up close.
Anyway. I know. Anyway, oh my, that's well. Listen, there's good work and there's bad. There's things settle, things don't.
Girl.
You need to be careful.
We wish her well.
Mm-hmm.
So after we're done with that, child, we got Amanda's art piece, her art show at MASH over there. That's not where it was, but look it up, y'all. It's all good. So these are her art pieces, y'all. Isn't that wonderful? Mm-hmm. Look at the woman on the right. Look like a woman. Well, I guess. And look at that art piece with that metal thing, that, what do you call it? Viking looking type of artwork. I was like, wow, that's kind of bold,
The statue.
Woman,
Yeah.
Just really cute. And here she is, her cute self coming in, looking all dapper and whatnot. Now I'm surprised she didn't come in something, more artsy or revealing like her colleague Chelsea, because she came to her birthday party practically naked. I would have imagined her to come to this thing, more eclectic looking, more not so suited and booted. I was a little disappointed, but still in all, she still looked cute.
Yeah, she definitely has great style.
Yes. And here's everyone coming through. A lot more people, y'all, let me tell you. And then Mary comes through. I thought that was a really cute outfit. I have to take a picture of Mary. She's just really cute coming through.
Clueless cute. Like, it's a nod to Clueless to me in a cute way.
There's Alanna and her blue. I don't know who the other girl was or the guy, but I thought it was really nice to see all of, the support she's getting. And it was a really a great turnout, Now this one here came. See, y'all, luckily I got this shot because you can see full areola while she's inside the art show. So I couldn't take a picture of her from the front. Please believe me. I would get shut down.
She has literally been on a fashion perspective this entire time where her clothes is getting shorter and shorter and more see-through. And I just wonder if we went to this level because she wanted to get some revenge on her husband. Like, here, I'm going to walk around naked.
Whatever it is, she accomplished her goal.
Yes.
Because that woman was coming through, whether it was leg, the whole leg. And I mean, the whole leg was shown, child.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's bold. You know, she's not that she doesn't have the body for it, but yeah, I mean, now we
I'm
all
just
know.
saying.
I mean, we basically saw her soul.
And pretty much this right here is 34,000. The one on the left is 18. The one on the right is 15K. So, art is what it is. If it's a buyer, good. I hope she's doing well with it because she had a lot of pieces and she seems to be very into her art and everything. So I hope hopefully we'll see, some success from her next season if she's around, because if she's making more money than, then real estate I can sport. I mean, both of them is lucrative, don't get me wrong. But
She needs to hook up with the new housewife from New York that's an art dealer. What's her name? Raquel? Is that her name?
Raquel, yes.
Yeah. There you go. Get together, ladies.
Yes, Raquel. And then we have some gossip going on between Emma and Chrishelle, right? So pretty much Emma and Chrishelle is really talking about how they're mixed in with all of this stuff with Chelsea and Bree. How Emma pretty much already had her side. She don't believe Bree. Bree told her to go fuck herself pretty much when they were at Nico's funeral. And Chrishelle is just like on the, she really don't want to, get in the middle anymore. She really doesn't want to deal with it anymore because it's too much for her, and she doesn't want to break confidence of anybody. She just wants to keep the peace. So the best thing is pretty much for her to just be neutral. But at the same time, with Bree, if you're friends with Chelsea, it's just, I can understand Bree when she said, "Why are you over here, pretty much devoting yourself to your best friend in front of me?" I don't need to hear all that shit. Just be friends and leave me out of it. If you got something to say to me, say it. If you ain't got nothing to say to me, I don't want to hear how much y'all love each other. I mean, really?
Yeah, I don't really understand why Emma can't comprehend why Bree's so pissed at her, because it is like a very quick betrayal. Like, she literally didn't even blink an eye, thinking the worst of Bree, and then defending her behavior to Bree as though Bree had done something wrong, so that it justified how quickly she turned on her. So it's like, look, that's the problem with the whole thing. If Chrishelle is doing her best to try and be friends with both people and like respect boundaries and like stay out of it from now on, right? Because that's the thing you do, where you take a moment and you refuse to condemn either person, right? Because they're both your friends, and you're like, this is crazy. I understand, you guys, there was no love lost between the two of you to begin with. So I get that this is something that is, gonna like burn down the tender little bridge y'all had going on, right? I get that. But at the same time, I am not going to take a side yet, and maybe ever, because I care about both of you. Emma, on the other hand, was like, that bitch did that to her. And it was like, either way, though, time to move on, ladies, because the real problem is her man cheated.
Yeah, that's really the issue.
Not whether or not Bree brought it to camera, knowingly, unknowingly, whatever. Your man still was out flaunting it at the W.
He was outside.
Working it and being seen.
Shout out to Cynthia Bailey.
Right? That's what he was doing.
Girl, all day.
If you are with a regular, then the W lobby, get out of here. So, and that just makes me think, Chelsea, did you know something was up before, you even got this news? Because that's some like pretty audacious cheating.
And speaking of, even though she was inside, y'all, you see how I got the shot of Chelsea. Like I said, I don't want to get my page shut down because I'm trying to build up to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. But this is where Chelsea has a heart-to-heart with Amanda, really coming from Amanda to Chelsea. saying that I don't know what's going on, but you know, if you need me to do, you know, for anything, just let me know. I thought that was really sweet and nice. You know, they had their own private moment away from everybody, and I just thought that was really sweet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Amanza went through a really humiliating breakup with her children's father and had
Girl,
to
remember
deal
that
with,
man? Girl,
yeah,
that
I
loser.
mean, disappeared on her and everything. Like, anyway,
Mm,
I
mm, mm.
so you know, I think it's nice that she reached out because she can relate.
Right, and it was her night. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that was really big of Amanda. She has a
Mhm.
big heart, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that was pinstripe. That's cute. Okay. So next we have a brunch with Mary, Jason, and Chrishelle. Now this is really quick, y'all, because it wasn't a whole lot going on. That's why we don't have a whole lot of uh, fanfare with these folks. So pretty much they're having drinks and a little bit of sushi, sushimi, whatever it's called. And Chrishelle pretty much, you know, checks in with everybody because Nico's fumed, and then mentions that, you know, unfortunately she, Emma, Bree, and Chelsea had to have a little tete-a-tete outside. Didn't want to disrespect the fume, but it needed to be had. And that's when Chrishelle came out and pretty much gave a lot more about the situation, not necessarily Chelsea and her man, but just about them four, the whole dynamic, right?
Mhm.
And pretty much Chrishelle just explaining to them how the friendship dynamic has changed, and that Bree doesn't see it for Emma. Emma definitely don't see it for Bree. Chrishelle is just stepping back. You know, she's explaining that she's pretty much neutral, but at the same time, not wanting to get in the mix anymore. Chelsea and Bree are not friends, you know, and pretty much Jason was like, I don't like none of this shit. So y'all, this is not good for the office. Y'all don't get shit fucked up.
Basically.
And Mary was just kind of checking in. Okay, I get it, without knowing the underlying reason. I thought, and I always said this, I like the way Chrishelle thinks and how she explains things, because she delivered all of that drama without divulging the issue with Chelsea. She just gave the issue as to why they were disrespecting Nico's fume, you
Mhm.
know, because it was important for her to explain that, because they were, you know, disrespectful having that issue when everybody else, you know, it kind of brought some attention away from why they were there. And I, you know, I really appreciated that, the way how she explained it. Just let them know that, you know, about what's going on, but not really what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, with the way this show works, she could have told him all of it. Mary would have liked to have known, you know, but like I think uh everybody plays a game when they talk to one
Mm-hmm,
another. Do you know what I mean? So Chrishelle's
mm-hmm,
playing the goody two shoes card kind of, you know.
mm-hmm.
But I also wouldn't necessarily tell Mary everything anyway, because Mary is, you know, a little weaselly to me.
Yeah, you know, again, I don't like how she handled Chelsea at that Brokers Open. It could have been handled a lot better. It's, you know, with the clothing situation, and furthermore, you know, withholding why you know, pretty much at the beginning of the season, she pretty much withheld why she was so upset with Chelsea, just letting it brew and brew to where it erupted to a situation that involved her husband, and pretty much trying to embarrass Chelsea, and, you know, hands being put on folks, and it was
Yeah.
just a whole lot of nonsense. Had Mary just addressed it at the time, I always say, when it happens, that's when you address it. As soon as she got the text, she should have called Chelsea and said, "Hey, we need to have a conversation. I didn't like
Yeah.
it, and I
No,
don't appreciate it, and don't let it happen again." and move on from there. Don't wait, weeks or months later to try and check somebody when, I don't respect it. But at the same time, like you said, weaseling in, weaseling out.
Yeah, she always relies on the fact that she used to be involved with one of them, and like
Girl.
she always kind of, knows that she has a safer, secure place. She plays them, all that stuff. Mary is always operating from that angle, and that's why I feel like she's Weasley.
Yeah.
And the way that she didn't literally grab her husband by the neck and be like, do not put your hands on a castmate, especially a female one.
Hello.
That was crazy. Yeah.
That was it for them, huh? Nothing much. Huh?
Yep.
So next we got Bree, child. Bree sees a house. Cute little house in Calabasas, she says, near her. 5 beds, 5 baths, 7,263 square feet. I would pass. It ain't my cup of tea. It look real. What's that word? It look too cozy for me, even though it's 575. Child. Just look. It look off.
It looks a little dated, to be honest with you, because I think that new school farmhouse thing that everybody was doing out there in Calabasas and Encino and stuff, like, I don't think it's holding up that well.
This is Kofi. He's the listing agent for the home. And then her homegirl, Amanda, who brought the tea about Chelsea's husband, is there to meet her. Is that Dior? I don't know what that is, child. I don't know. But this is the house, y'all. It looks very typical of a house. But y'all, it got a winery. It's sitting on 2 lots. That's what the man said. And this is the other lot with the winery. I'm like, who gonna work the winery? I just want it in the bottle. I don't need to do nothing else.
I'm not. You're not selling me on a home that has a winery next to it.
Who's working?
Right. I mean, a vineyard. It's not a winery. It's a vineyard. It's not a winery even. It's just some grapes. It's not even grapes. It's some plants.
The whole point is supposed to make wine, so I consider it a wine.
Well, I mean, it's a vineyard. That's it.
What? Who working it? Because I'm not testing grapes. I'm not. If I see something that look good, I might pick it off the vine, girl. That's the best I can do for you. And put it in my bowl and go have a seat and go back to work with some grapes. But I would prefer my winery in a wine bottle with a cork. So I don't know who working this part of the plantation, but not at all. Then they got this extraordinary ping pong table, child. This house got a whole lot in it, but it's too much going on. It's 3, 4, 5 different versions of a house rolled all into one /farm. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you have to have some type of permit for all this winery carrying. I know I keep saying winery, but listen, the man said, I got some wine for you from the winery next door. Whatever he
From the
it,
vineyard. Okay.
vineyard
Well, that's
next door.
interesting.
So that's why I keep saying winery.
It's fair. I mean, maybe there's a winery there. Maybe it's not just a vineyard. Maybe there's a room with a vat and all that,
Maybe that's all the wines in these cabinets.
Yeah.
I can see what they're trying to do. It's obvious that they rebuilt this to look more appealing because it looks like a lot of bungalows. Just, again, I got some family who stay in Arcadia, which is not that far from Calabasas. This is on the other side of the freeway. And it's all the same out there, pretty much the same. Was that San Gabriel Valley?
Yeah. I
It's
think
all the
so.
same out there, pretty much. Either it's big as hell or the smallest size I know of is a good 4,500 square foot.
Well, a lot of neighborhoods out there are doing that modern farmhouse stuff.
See, there
Three,
you go. He offered them wine to, because
yeah,
they got the wine, what you call it?
vineyard.
Vineyard next to the winery. Oh Lord. I mean, I don't know. You can't get me drunk and want a threesome. That ain't happening, sir. That ain't
Uh,
happening.
yeah.
It's just all this elongate. Listen, I have family who stay in Arcadia, so I see all of this already. They have her house is just so beautiful. Oh, that property is just beautiful. It's a good acre and a half, I think, and it's just beautiful property out there. Nice pool, real nice. They could have made that pool a little bigger, kind of, less than the grass area, and kind of made, just in my opinion, I would want a little more pool, just in my opinion.
Don't they have
But,
AstroTurf out there?
huh?
Don't they have AstroTurf out there?
Girl, I don't know.
I,
It looks like real grass, but it could be Astro.
I don't like
Rastro.
AstroTurf. Mm-mm.
See all these bottles, child.
Yeah.
They got the the pinky. I see a little red over there. I think the white's on the right side. Chardonnay or whatever, But yeah. I'm gonna need a little more. This little more. And this right here belongs in Beverly Hills. This don't belong in Calabasas. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, that's an eyesore.
Excuse me. And then those two chairs, it's just things don't really go, if you ask me. It just I don't like it. I don't like it.
You think?
I don't like it. But I like this, a little putt action, go out there and practice. That's kind of cute. So pretty much Bree and Amanda, they pretty much talk about how she's enemy number one. One last pick before we really get into Bree and her and talking with Amanda. And this is the main. Again, what's up with these net looking? I don't get it.
This is just not your style.
I don't like that. I'm sorry. It's like wicker. I'm not a fan of wicker.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're trying to do a certain look here. It just feels to me a little dated.
And these poles coming across the bed, Jesus, what is that? What's going on? And then didn't even show the bathroom, child. I guess was that travertine in the back going towards the bathroom on the right? Was that travertine? Girl, I don't know. But
I don't
anywho,
know.
so next we got, Bree is giving Amanda the deets, the intel on what's going on since Amanda dropped the news, in front of the camera, as people are concerned about. So pretty much here it is. So Bree says Chelsea was out every night, not paying attention to her family, meaning her kids and her husband. Ooh, now that's cold. Bree just came out swinging. I guess Bree is no longer being politically correct. And Bree says Chelsea is playing Emma for a fool and taking Emma from her. Can you believe that?
I mean, yeah, like you said, she is no longer trying to play nice. And I just think the fact that she's talking again with Amanda leads me to believe that there might be a little of truth to the accusation about what's up. But at the same time, though, like, your husband was cheating. That's the real issue. So, but I don't think these two really liked each other, and you give them a reason to, I mean, like, if you called me disgusting and then I found out that your husband was disgusting, I would expect you to be maybe a little more contrite, and instead you turn around and accuse me of like setting this up to exploit your situation when you can't prove it. But meanwhile, what we can prove is that your husband was cheating. So,
And I believe every word. I believe Bree and what she said, right?
yeah, I mean, Chelsea wants to be out and seen in nothing.
Shout out to Cynthia Bailey.
Yeah, she wants to put the hurt on that man and be like, this is what you lost. I'm outside. I'm on a hit show. Her husband was goofy looking anyway.
What do you think about that part where Bree said that Chelsea is taking Emma from her? I thought that was a little, hurt feeling sincere that that she's losing a friend or she's feeling like she's lost something in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think Emma, I think anytime someone that you genuinely considered a friend betrays you like that, or like thinks so little of you, or like picks another friend so easily, I
Yeah.
think that absolutely is a factor. You know what I mean? Like I think
Mhm.
she plays it tough, but I think like she's not inhuman. I think most people would be hurt by that. Be like, I thought we were friends. And it's so easy for you to just you know, not only stop being friends with me, but like think that I'm capable of something, like, without even
Mhm. Mhm.
talking to me about it.
Right. I thought she gave a small vulnerable side to herself,
Hmm.
kind of revealing that she is human. She's not always going to be a bitch, even though she's sworn to be a bitch, moving forward because of how they treated her and how she felt in all of this.
Hmm.
But like she said, she's not a girl's girl. So there comes, I believe, with that belief about yourself and the
Hmm.
proclamation she made, she's inviting conflict because typically a girl is a girl's girl. If that's okay to say, I think it is. Usually a girl will vouch for another girl.
Well, she's in hostile waters with all those baby mamas.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I said she's in hostile waters with all those baby mamas.
And that could be it, and then with her looking the way she looks and being a preference for a lot of different types of men, they have a certain ego,
Hmm.
in my opinion, especially being picked by someone who has a narcissistic diagnosis, but that's not a flex either.
No, it sure isn't. It's a sad condemnation. No, I mean, she was with an NFL player before him. I mean, she's
Right.
obviously trying to be a trophy girlfriend, a trophy partner
Hmm.
of some kind. She's using her looks to elevate and get clout and like get in, and then it got her on the show because she's one of
Right.
Nick Cannon's baby mama. So, it has worked. She's kind of just showing us the more strategic side, or like the colder side of being a woman in this position.
Well, I really don't have much to say left on this show. I think I've said it already. Do you have
Yep.
anything left to say?
Nope. They didn't give us a reunion, so there's no resolution. So we'll see what they're up to next season.
Okay, and we will be back for season 9, I'm sure. Whenever it comes back, I guess 2025 must be because we ended 2024 with a bang. Any last words, Mama?
Nope. It was great to review this, and thank you for all of you that tuned in to listen to us
Yes,
share our opinions. We appreciate you.
definitely. And tell us where we can find you, Mamas.
Oh, you can check me out on Instagram at psychic_ELB, Psychic Erin. If you'd like to get a psychic reading, just hit me up in the DMs, and I give the aunts and uncles a friends and family discount. 2025 is coming up, everybody. You want to see
Yes.
what's in store for you. And also,
Oh, yeah.
you can catch me on Alexander Rogers' channel on occasion. I think we're going to do a red
Yeah.
carpet roast here soon.
And they are hilarious, y'all. If you haven't checked them out, Alexander Rogers on YouTube. Please check him out, y'all, whenever she's on there with him. Or just check him out too, because we are lifetime biffers.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right. Biffers.
And thanks again for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this last review for season 8 of Selling Sunset on Netflix. And you guys have a great day. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll check you next time. All day.